Hey y'all, we are going to take a look at the spacers video. Now, this one might be a little bit longer. I'm having to redo and go through all the information over the course of the weekend. I went and spent time with family yesterday, had a great and amazing time. So thank you guys for just bearing with me. Y'all know on the day before, on Saturday, I actually did a black and yellow workout while I was in the laundromat. So I give you guys as much as I could over the weekend, but I definitely needed the time away. I feel rejuvenated. So let's get started. All right, we have 704. Okay, that was our most previous hit. Now, if you were in another state, I recommend using this technique for any state, okay? All you have to do is use your workout instead of what I'm using, and it'll still give you the same exact information that you need for your state as in comparison for what Mississippi is playing in our state. So what you do is you write a 646, all right, and then any numbers that drop after that 646, you find it and its mirror form on that workout, okay, and you mark it off every time a new number drops. Eventually, you'll get to where you have everything marked off and it's closed up. There's no spacing left. What this does is it lets you know that 2s and 7s, 5s and 0s, 3 and 8s are playing. And it even has it set up to where if you're marking them all off, eventually the whole thing has to close, which means your next hits will be inside of this workout, right? So you have to just continuously keep doing that. And eventually you'll have certain numbers like 704 closed this one up. I actually had this one boxed off ready to show you guys something, but when I looked, 704 was actually the one that came out and it closed the entire thing. So don't get to show you guys the next hit on that one. That would have been an easier hit, but whatever happened there, like I said, I didn't get a chance to get to it. But we're going to go ahead and show you what is here for today. All right, so each day that drops, just going to give a quick tutorial. Each day that drops, you mark it off. So when this one drops, you mark it off here. When this number dropped, you mark it off here and here. When this number came, you mark it off here, here, and here. This one drops, you mark it from this one, this one, this one, this one. Every single one of them that are previous from the number that actually dropped. So, for example, the 704 dropped right here. I'm not going to go marking 704 off on the same workout. I'm going to mark it off starting here, and here, and here, and here, and just continuously go back until something like this happens, until it closes up the entire workout. All right, so now looking at this, we're going to start here. Looking back, you see 6s and 1s. They're very dominant, very prominent inside this workout, especially with those 3s and 8s. All right, then you have a 7 or a 2 that is staggering over here. All right, looking at this one, you have a 6 and a 1, 3 and an 8, and a 7 and a 2. Going back a little further, you see the 6s and 1, 7, 2. Right here, you actually have a 4 and a 9, so you're going to want to watch for that one as well. And then right here, you have your 5 and 0. This one right here has only got this top section open. Now, this was a pattern that started about a month ago where they started taking... Would you move your honey off of my paper? And they started doing this about a month ago where they were clipping off all of the bottom portions, but this right here with using like all the same numbers, basically all 1s, all 6s, and they're mixing it up, and it doesn't connect into the bottom portions. They started doing this, like I said, and what you can anticipate from is that a lot of times they'll actually go back and repeat this number right here, or they will play within just these 2 rows right here, and they don't really stretch or expand out. They just kind of hover it right here. So you want to make sure you want to watch that, because this right here is going to be something that gets marked off pretty soon, and you're going to, when it falls and it happens, you guys will see what I'm talking about probably after the fact. But if you keep track of this every single day, you're going to actually see those types of patterns emerge every day. Okay, you'll start seeing things that happen and you're like, oh, I've seen this happen before, this is what they did. And then you'll start knowing, hey, that's what I probably should do the next time that this happens. All right, so right here you see 6, 1. All right, notice what it's around, 5s and 0s, 7s and 2s, right? All right, look down here. You have 6s and 1s. What is this one surrounded by? 5s and 0s. 6s and 1s. What is it surrounded by? 5s and 0s. 7s and 2s. So that's letting you know, hey, might want to be paying attention to that. Right here, 6s, 1s, they're 7s and 2s, pair it up. So chances are those are letting you know, indicators that, hey, this is probably where you should be focusing on. Now, when this 6 and 1 plays, however, I want you to pay attention to this too. It's only going to come out of this box right here, this section right here, okay, when that particular one plays. And it's going to play either with a 5 or a 0, a 7 or a 2, or it's going to be paired with a 4 or a 9. And from that point, it has to pair up with one of these right through here, okay? or it's mirror form, because it has to fall within that box when that particular 6 and 1 plays. Now, how do you know which one is going to play next? You don't. That's part of the fun of it being called gambling. It's fun. It's game. It's entertainment. All right, it's taking a chance on something. So you have to take a look at that, because it may not necessarily be where it closes the entire board up. It may only close 2 of these. So it may start from this one and make a combination from here that would also mimic this one that would not be here. So like, say for instance, 173, 623, that would be the same set of numbers that would close this one up and close this one, but still leave this one open. That is a pattern that they tend to do. The sooner you learn that, the more you can advance your plays and understand how to use this technique to your full advantage. Right here, we have another section that is open across the bottom, and it's right here with a 7 or a 2. It's very likely this here could potentially play back as a mirror form and repeat itself. They're definitely on a repeat pattern right now. Also, I talked about here the last couple of weeks, or the last week, I have talked about how they're on a double or mirror pair pattern. That is evident. You've got doubles, mirror pair. Then you've got mirror pair. And then you have over here doubles, doubles, doubles. Then you have mirror pair. And then you got up here doubles, doubles. Okay, doubles, 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 doubles. I mean, when they get on this, guys, you have got to be on spot with this. You have got to know that only lasts for a extended period of time. Then they're going to drop it, and then there's not going to be any doubles or mirror pairs for an extended period of time. They're going to roll with digits like this that actually don't even give you any type of mirror pair or doubles. So when you find this pattern or this trend, you've got to jump on it as soon as you see it. I mentioned it somewhere around this time frame right here that this was happening, and since then they've came out with a multitude of more. So it's little things like that that can advance your play and advance you for getting more hits. All right, now you can see at the top I write like 654, 238. This one has 238. What I'm doing there is letting you know which number actually closed the workout up. It closed it out, it closed it up. All right, so right here, they have been playing off of this 7. They have played everything off of it. 704. They have played 238. They came off of it that way. So you can see where they're really liking this one. And at some point, you're going to... That's what I'm dealing with right now. So at some point, they're going to play off of this 2 and this 7. And when they do, you're going to see that it pairs up with another 7 or 2 or a 6 or a 1. All right, so you're going to have to anticipate that one to come at some point. I'm not sure how long they're going to hold it out, but it's still an open factor, and you're going to want to keep an eye on it just in case they decide to do that soon. And right here, you can see a lot of those same digits are pulling off of this 2 right here. So I'm thinking that when this one plays, it's going to play off of this one too. All right, just based on history and pattern, okay? I could be wrong because, you know, nobody knows 100% every single day what the lottery is going to drop, or they would be like billionaires at this point. But the thing is there's little things you can find to help gain you a little bit ahead on getting your wins. So I hope that this information helps you guys. I wanted to do a video separate for those of you that like to focus on spacers, those of you that like to focus on the MMB, and together it can help you out. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Good luck. Later, y'all.